NetSuite's mobile application for both iPhone and Android devices allow users to enter time and expense using their mobile phones. Today we're going to walk through how to enter an expense report using the Android app. When you first log into the application, we have here our home screen. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the My Expenses section. This is where we can see how many expenses we are yet to report and how many expense reports are in process. If we want to create a new expense, we'll click the New Expense button right here. This will bring us to a screen where we can take a photo of our receipt and begin to categorize our expense. I'm going to click Take a Photo. We'll take a picture of our receipt. I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and enter the amount on the receipt and categorize it to parking. Once I've completed this, I'll hit the checkbox in the top right and the expense has been added to our log. Now if we have an additional expense to add, we can click the plus sign in the top right and we can add the additional expense. For this one I don't have a receipt, so I'm going to enter an amount. I'm going to pick a category and then I'm going to put a memo in. And lastly, I'm going to save it by clicking the checkbox, and then we would continue to add our expenses as needed. When you're ready now to transition this log into an expense report to be submitted for approval and payment, you come into the app, click the Create Expense Report, we check the boxes for the expenses we want to include, and then we check the box in the top right to create the expense report. Once the expense report is created, it'll then ask us for additional categories or attributes per expense based off your configurations. So here I'm going to go ahead and code these to a client/project. So I'll pick one and click Done. I'll click the yellow Add button and that'll bring us to our second expense, where we'll again code that to a client project. Click Done, hit Add, and now we've updated all the lines in the expense report. To save or then submit for approval, we'll click the checkbox in the top right. We'll click Submit, and now the expense report has been routed for approval. To go back to our home screen, I'm going to come up to the top left-hand corner, click the button and click Home. And now we'll see that we don't have any expenses to report because we just submitted them, but we have 3 expense reports now in process. So this is going to show us all the expense reports we've added and what's awaiting approval or what's yet to be paid. And that's how you enter an expense report using NetSuite's mobile application.